Peace and love, family. All glory to the Creator. I thank Him so much for um, waking me up, and I just thank Him so much for allowing me to have the opportunity to share this information with you all. Because it's very important, you all, that we know who we are and of our culture and all of that. Okay, so first thing first, Monday I'm going to go down and change my race. And I shouldn't have any problems because I already won the battle through the Creator. Okay, now, American Indian. Let's look at this. We're going to look at American Indian and Black or African American on the race sheet. American Indian or Alaskan Native specifically says a person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliation or community attachment. Keep that in your memory bank. Black or African American, a person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. Okay, I have a report here. It's called the Thomasina E. Jordan Indian Tribes of Virginia Federal Recognition Act of 2015. And if you turn to page 2 and look towards the end of the third paragraph, you're going to see where it specifically says officials from the state's Bureau of Vital Statistics actively sought to denigrate persons of Virginia Indian descent and deny them the right to identify as Indians or whites, instead forcing them to be declared colored. Okay, look at the word colored. So now Indians have shifted from the name Indian to colored. So when we go back to the definition of an American, it specifically says a person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America. Okay, so this federal recognition tribal report is specifically saying that the colored people are the original people of the North and the South and Central America. Okay, let's take a look at my mom's birth certificate. My mom's birth certificate has her mother and father's race on it, ethnicity on it, and them both says colored. Okay, if you look right here closely, that's colored, and you go down and that's colored. This section here is my grandmother. This section here is my mother's dad, and this is my mother up here. So if we come down a notch, a generation, if my grandmother and grandfather is colored, that means that they're both are Indians from what this recognition, tribal recognition sheet is saying, right? Okay, then if they are both colored, then my mother is a colored person, which is an Indian. So you have me coming out of my mom, that makes me an Indian. Okay, now let's look at my birth certificate. As you guys can see, I have no race on my birth certificate. Pause the video if you have to. I have no race on my birth certificate. So when I go down there, I should not have a problem. Now, just a little quick review. I'm just going to show y'all the papers with the American Indian and Black or African American. Okay, this here, the top one is, this here is American Indian. You can see it from right here. This one here is Black or African American. As you can see, this federal recognition tribal sheet report thing does not say anything about Africa. Any vital record of Africa, any racial group of Africa, any origin of Africa. So with the proof of the birth certificates in that report, people of color are the Indians. I am an Indian. Okay? Now, you're going to find this sheet here that comes along with your Social Security sheet. You see, you're going to have many different options: Native Hawaiian, Alaskan, Native, Asian, American Indian, or Black or African American, other, Islander, or white. Well, you have a choice to mark multiple ones. You do not want to mark multiple ones. Do not do it. You are American Indian, not Black or African American. You are not of Africa. You are from America. You are American Indian and only mark American Indian. Now, I can see if your mother or father is from Africa and they're Africans and they moved over here. That's a whole nother story. But one thing about it, the proof is in the pudding, family. So after doing, I have to do more genealogy research to figure out which tribe. But help me out on this, family, if I'm right or wrong. I assumed I was from the Shatta tribe based on how the Creator put things in my way. Different knowledges, asking elders in the family. Like when I looked on the Indian map, when I asked my grandmama where was her grandmother from, because they said that they were Indians, and she said they were from Monroeville, Alabama. Well, when you look on the Indian map, it specifically says Choctaw. It covers Mississippi and Alabama. So I said, okay, so we Choctaw, which is Shatta, is not Choctaw, family. It is Shatta. Always remember that. Well, they told me that great granddaddy is Cherokee. Well, my mom's dad, Sidney Chase, is from Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. And when you look back on the Indian map, the Shatta covers that area too. So I don't see how I should have any problem, or any of you should have any problem proving this stuff, as long as you have the proof. We shouldn't have to prove who we are because we know who we are, but we need to do this because if you're saying you're an African American, you're basically saying that you're not indigenous to America. You're just a neighbor, or you're just somebody that just came to visit. You're not indigenous here. So you're giving them the right to remove you from your own homeland by the paper genocide. That's why you should study who you are. As a people, we need to know about culture. Stop letting these worldly things get in between who you are, because that's what the enemy wants. You know, the same enemy we've been having for centuries. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Has been throwing technology and different things at us to give us trickery so we don't know who we are. Family, if we come together, that's what they fear. If we know who we are, we research it, and we make a stand. Don't you know we hold a great power together? We hold a great power together. So I'm encouraging all my family out there of the tribe, and people that don't even know who they are, that have heard of Indian descent, that are basically so-called blacks of America. Research who you are so you will know who you are, because on that report I seen on the site, on a site, it said in 2020 everybody from Negro, Black, and colored are going to be shifting to the category of African American. Well, for one, that's not right. It is not right. So I feel like if they want to do that to us, why don't we make white and Caucasian people shift from white to Caucasian to Euro Americans? They're not indigenous to here. We are the ones indigenous to here. So family, it's time to wake up and understand who we are. This video is specifically about the colored on your the birth certificates. Just know that the people that are of color are the Indians. This vital record specifically says that. It's basically saying that. You know, so peace and love, family. I will be uploading another video, so you all stay tuned. I love you all. Blessings and upon blessings, and always remember unity, victory, and glory to the Creator.